Hello, very good day to you. I think it's fair to say that whilst there will be some heavy rain at times this week, it's not going to be as wet as it has been through much of February. Currently, the jet stream is running southwards across the country, and we do have some chilly air across us as well. We've had this chilly air over the weekend and to start the week, which is why it's been a bit colder than it has been recently, but temperatures only around average for the time of year. The jet stream's going to change its position as we go through the next couple of days, running across the UK and then pushing a little bit towards the northeast, allowing for some milder, warmer air to make its way across, and so that's why temperatures are going to rise as we go towards the middle part of the week. But later on, as the jet shifts away towards the southeast, we will see some cold air making its way in from the northwest, so temperatures dropping again as we head towards Friday. But let's start off looking at Tuesday morning and watch out for some fog or freezing fog patches across southern parts and maybe eastern parts of England as well. Some places seeing temperatures dropping just a little bit below freezing, so some frost in areas too. However, across parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland, perhaps the far north of England, a bit of a wet start because of a front. This front is then going to make its way southeastwards as we go through the day, bringing some outbreaks of rain. These could be a little bit heavy at times across northern areas, but as the front pushes its way across the country, it is going to break up, so the rain easing a little bit too. In the southeast, ahead of that front, it's actually likely to stay pretty dry, at least during daylight hours. Yes, there'll be that fog around first thing, but that should lift, and we may even see some bright or sunny skies for a time. Perhaps the best chance of some sunshine, though, will be across parts of Northern Ireland and into Scotland. Behind that front, we'll see some sunny spells developing, but also a fair few showers, blustery showers across Scotland. Some of them could be heavy, perhaps even some sleet or snow over the highest ground. But like I said, temperatures around average for the time of year at the moment. Most places staying in single figures, but a few places scraping into double digits. Later on, we are going to see that front then making its way further towards the southeast. Could bring a bit more cloud, some drizzly rain for a time through the evening in the southeast, but then it clears away. Most places then having a calm start to the night, perhaps turning a bit cloudier as we go through the early hours. But again, we could see some fog, some freezing fog patches developing, especially in southern parts, and a touch of frost first thing on Wednesday morning. Then a spell of wet weather pushes its way in from the west, initially across Northern Ireland, but then feeding into Scotland, England and Wales as we go through the day. Albeit notice across the southeast, again here it should stay largely dry, at least during daylight hours. Temperatures starting to rise, like I showed you at the beginning. We do have some milder air pushing its way in, so more places likely to get into double figures on Wednesday, but do take into account the fact that there will be some strong winds with the wet weather as well. A chance of some heavier rain likely to push its way in from the west as we go through Wednesday evening. That feeds its way across the country as we go through the early hours of Thursday morning. But as a result, some places could wake up on Thursday with a pretty wet picture, particularly across central parts of England, and then that rain feeding into southeastern areas as we go through the morning before clearing away into the afternoon. Some bright or sunny spells following in behind, but also plenty of showers, and some of these could be pretty hefty, and again, some sleet or snow possible over the highest ground. Many places sticking with that milder air for now, so temperatures quite widely getting into high single figures or around 11 to 12 Celsius. Later on, as we go through the end of the day on Thursday into Friday, we get that colder air starting to push its way in. So a bit of a chillier night, Thursday night into Friday, some frost, some ice first thing. That's what we need to watch out for, as well as a spell of more persistent rain that could be pushing its way in and could be lying across southeastern parts as we go through Friday morning. This could bring some heavy downpours for a time and could linger for a while before clearing away later on. Another feature then comes in across parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland, and that could bring some heavy rain for a time. And with that colder air that we're likely to have across us, yes, it is going to feel colder, but there's also the risk of some significant hill snow perhaps across northern areas, and like I say, some icy patches and a bit of frost first thing as well. Looking ahead towards the weekend, and Saturday may be a touch milder than on Friday, but I think the cold will return for Sunday, so turning chillier again by then. There will be some heavy rain or some showers around at times, could cause some localised impacts, and strong winds with those too. And because of that chillier, colder feel to things, there's always the risk of some hill snow, most likely in the north, but also some ice and frost patches too. We will keep you up to date nearer the time as we go through this week, so do stay on top of the forecast with our YouTube channel. Bye-bye.